Hello, I'm Bud McCord. I'm here in Brazil, South America. Today I'm in the city of Águas de Lindóia. It's a very special city here in the state of São Paulo. And I'm here for a conference with a group of missionaries that are getting prepared to head out into the world. Brazil is sending missionaries all over the place. And I have the privilege from time to time to be a part of their preparation. I'm staying in a hotel that's behind me here, and I couldn't find anywhere to sit down and make this video. So we're going to do a walking illustration of the question. Today's question is, where are disciples needed? Where are disciples needed? And I think this is going to be a good way to illustrate this. Discipleship is continuous movement. It's going. When Jesus said that we should go into the world, the people who know the Bible better than me say that means as you are going, make disciples, baptize them, teach them. And so I'm going. It's the illustration of discipleship. Oswald Chambers, one of my favorite authors, the author of the book of My Utmost for His Highest, great devotional book, he says this: God will orchestrate your circumstances to educate your faith. I've also come to believe that God will orchestrate the walk of your life. He will make clear the path of your life if you're willing to go with Him in the direction of the place where love is not arriving effectively. I truly believe that every missionary that I've ever met, or everyone who has taken their faith very, very seriously and they want to do the will of God, they began to move. Now, they may live in the very same city for 75 years. They may not move out of that city, but in that city, they're always going. They're always going. They're always going. And here's where they're going. They're going in the direction of the pain. This is what cross-bearing is about. Cross-bearing is about becoming able to be fearlessly available to go in the direction of pain. Most of us run away from pain. Jesus never ran away from pain. I think every movement of Jesus' life was a moving life. The faith that we have and the presence of Christ that we have in us is an illustration that our love should be able to move around. And as we move, if we pay attention to what's going on around us, we will find ourselves coming into contact with people who are in great pain. And if we are prepared to take these people to Jesus and to love them and to care about them, then we will have a full, active, meaningful life. Because when you deliver love to people, it gives meaning to your life. It lets you know every day that I'm here for a particular reason. Like I was saying, some people spend their whole life in one city, one place. It seems like they're not doing very much, but literally they can be touching the world because the people who are in their city come and go and come and go and come and go. You never know who you're talking to. You never know if you're talking to someone about Jesus, that person may end up on the other side of the world doing a great work for God. So the question about discipleship, where are disciples needed? Sometimes we keep answering that in the church, in the church, in the church. I think the better answer is not in the church, but as the church. So if you are in a church, you may go there every Sunday for services and encouragement. You may be doing that because you feel like it's your responsibility to be doing that. But if you are in the church, but you are not going out, you're not getting out of the church. The word church is one of those strange words. When I think church, sometimes I think of the people. Most of the times, a lot of people think of the place. But the church should be a movement of love, continuous movement. The author Stanley Jones said that the quality of our center will determine the circumference of our love. So in this question, where are disciples needed? God makes that decision. But we, if we just walk in the direction of pain, we might find ourselves turning around one day and having to go into an all new different direction. You may have lost a job or even been fired from a job because God wants you going in another direction toward another group of people. You may be living in a city and all of a sudden a massive hurricane comes and you have to move somewhere else. And God works that together as a plan to keep you moving. I could live in this city. It's very quiet. For me, quiet's not a happy thing sometimes. But it's a city that fills up with tourists and they come and they go. It sounds a little bit like where I grew up in Miami and in Hollywood, Florida. So where do we need disciples? Well, wherever you are right now, God will call on you to not run away from the difficult things where you are and to be salt and light where you are. And so the answer to me to this question, where does God need disciples, is he just needs you moving with him. And I believe we always are supposed to be going in the direction of the pain. Now that pain may be in the wealthiest neighborhood in your city, or that pain might be in the most difficult, poor place in your city. There are people in tremendous pain who have tremendous resources, and there are people that are in tremendous pain who have no resources. You leave that up to God, I leave that up to God. What in the world am I doing here in this city, in the mountains of Brazil? I'm not sightseeing. I'm a disciple. In a few minutes, I'll be with a bunch of missionaries and being talking to them about what it's like to leave their country and learn a new language. And I'm going to be talking to them about going in the direction of the pain. That's a perfect, beautiful picture of what Jesus did. He kept going in the direction of human pain. Some of it was our fault to be in that pain, but still, he went in the direction of pain until he came to the cross and he took upon himself all of our pain, all of our sin, and he now sends us out as disciples. Where do we need disciples? We need them where there is pain, and we need to go in the direction of that pain, even if it's by doing that in the same city for 80 years, or if it means getting on airplanes and going around the world, or living in a foreign country. Disciples are needed where people are in pain because of sin, because of bad decisions, and we go in the direction and we're there for them, and then we become salt and light. And if they can see Christ in us, then there's hope for them that they will join us in this journey of delivering God's love. It's a great plan. You are able to move, and you're able to move and love people as a disciple, one day at a time. God bless you. Have a great day.